Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. There's no place like home to supersize your business. Our idiom, our proverb today is no place like home. There's no place like home. Of course, this idiom was used before the 14th century when institution of families became more prominent in people's life and started to take precedence over other factors like work or your profession or things. And that was a time when family and home was considered the most important thing. It was central to everything. Uh, you know, then, of course, Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz said as she tapped her red slippered heels 3 times and spun around, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. So in 1939, when that movie was produced, long after the book came out, she actually made it famous. And ever since then, we have had not only used the expression often, but we've also sought out that feeling of there's no place like home. Now, I don't know about you, but I always thought I wanted to travel the world and be this big globetrotter. And every time I travel, I love it. It's exciting, it's beautiful, it's fun. But I think I'm so excited and so looking forward to getting home. There's just something about being in our own environment, being in our home, that gives us a sense of security and certainty. We know what to expect. We know where everything is for the most part. We set it up and we have it how we like it, how we feel comfortable. And there's a certain satisfaction in feeling comfortable and secure and safe in our homes. Well, how do we apply that to our business? If we want to grow and supersize and build our business, what are some ways that we can do that? How can we get that home feel into our businesses? Over the years, lots of businesses have demonstrated this, right? Think about how a bookstore used to look if you've been around for as long as I have, or maybe not quite as long. But bookstores used to be a lot like libraries. You'd walk in, it was just shelves of books. Then they went to this whole casual reading atmosphere. Now some have whole coffee shops and deli type things in them. Think of even IKEA and furniture shopping. You used to go and it was just this big old furniture shop. Now they've got like restaurants within the businesses. There's a lot of industries that are doing this. Real estate, when I was in real estate, we used to use the different senses to make it feel like home. We would stage a home and then we would bake cookies or we would spray different scents around. We would put in pretty towels and things, but generic enough to make people feel like it would be their home, but just to give it a sense of, okay, this is what my stuff might look like here. This is how it might feel to have this be my home. So how can we do that with our businesses? How can we make our teammates, our customers, our employees, our potential customers feel like they are coming to our home and are part of our close-knit group or family? We can do it in several ways. Number one, some of the ways that other businesses have demonstrated it for us, right? By physically changing and altering our environment. Well, now with COVID and everything, there's a lot of people working at home, literally, and they're doing just the opposite, right? They're trying to get a separate office or work type environment within their home. So it's kind of like the opposite. How do we make work feel more homey? And a lot of industries, a lot of businesses have really set the stage for this by making it almost more fun to be at work in the work environment than it is at home. I think businesses like we see Silicon Valley's done all these crazy creative things. They've had gyms, they've had exercise rooms, they've had childcare, they've had all the things that you would need in your home available at the work site, mainly to keep people working more in long hours, but it made it a more fun and more creative environment for them as well. So are there some cool ways that you can do that in your business, assuming your business is open? And if it's not, when your business does open up again after all the COVID craziness and restrictions. Love to know your experience with this topic. Love to know how you feel about home. It just reminds me of like traveling, going off to college, and then it always felt so good to come home on the times that we would come home. Going to camp. I didn't go to camp very much. I wasn't a big camp girl, but I did go to Girl Scout camp. I did go to language camp, German. I went to speak and learn German. And I did go to journalism camp, a couple weeks of journalism camp. And I remember how awesome it felt to be home again, back in my own room, back in my own space, back with my family, back with my friends, well, regular friends, back in my own place where I had a certain sense of comfort and security. So how do you create that in your business? Share in the comments below, and I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow your business right now? Have an amazing day.